Canelo Alvarez, I was born ready, prepares a disastrous left hook for GENNADY Golovkin. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. I'm holding you guys down. 2017 is lit, keeping me working. I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. All that stuff helps the channel. And what can I say, man? September 16th, we have ourselves a fight. And I know I've said this before, and I'm usually not wrong when it comes to this. On paper, I really do not see how Canelo versus Golovkin does not perform up to expectations, just based on the styles alone. You guys seen the clip at the beginning. Canelo Alvarez has a vicious left hook. In fact, Canelo is one of my favorite left hook artists in the business. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of greats. Danny Garcia has a good left hook. Nonito Donaire, but Donaire is a little bit past it. Garcia has a left hook, but it's more of based on timing and stuff. Canelo has an athletic as fuck left hook that it's gonna get your attention for sure. You know what I mean? And I like the steady improvements I'm seeing from this kid, man. Canelo, he's showing that maturity, both inside and outside the ring. He's always been pretty mature outside the ring, but he's all business. He's keeping his weight down his off season. And aside, like, see, this is the thing. I'm not emotionally invested into these fighters, like where a fighter because I like him. Canelo's one of my favorites, to be honest. But I'm not emotionally invested where on my show, in my channel, they're above like constructive criticism. I'm not out here calling these dudes all types of names outside of their, you know what I mean, calling them female dogs and stuff like that. But no one's above criticism if I think they deserve it. I told you, 2016 was a bad year for Canelo. He did not look good. He fought Amir Khan. No one really gave Khan a shot to pull the upset because no one felt Khan could hurt Canelo, for starters. He was moving up, no rehydration clause. Canelo would have more of the crowd. Amir Khan didn't look good even versus Chris Algieri, in my opinion. He looked okay, and he got hurt in the first round. So what do you think Canelo was going to do to him at that higher advanced weight? You know what I mean? So that fight, then you drop your belt and give it to, hey, no, guys, Golovkin. That just looked terrible, the timing and everything. And then you fight Liam Smith, who really was unknown. He had a belt, yes, but he didn't really beat anyone of note for that belt. However, moving on, you got to give Canelo props for what he deserves props. He's improving. He's taking his career serious. He just fought in what was supposed to be the Mexican Civil War to show who was the biggest name from Mexico. We know Canelo's the biggest star in boxing post Floyd, and he destroyed and toyed with Chavez Jr. He basically begged Chavez Jr. to attack him. He was trying to bait him and catch him with something. But I think it was that hand speed, that ring IQ, and the fact that Canelo can explode with his offense and get off with nasty counters, put together vicious punches that you may not see coming. Chavez Jr. is not really a speedy guy. And all of those things in that early warning made Chavez Jr. apprehensive to even throw, and it was just a disgusting performance from him. You know what I mean? I thought if Chavez showed up in grand form and stuff, based on how he fights, it could be a difficult fight. But I mean, the way he got in there with Canelo, he didn't even fight the right type of fight. You got to give that to to Canelo, because if Chavez was in there with Brian Vera 3 or something, I don't think it would have been that fight. If he had a Marco Reyes rematch, I don't think it would have been that fight. Canelo brought that out of him. Like, If it was even maybe Andy Lee, because it was the same thing. Andy Lee was doing good. I had Andy Lee winning, and then Chavez baited him into the wrong type of fight. But Canelo, he's smart. Now, you guys seen the clip at the beginning. That left hook is money. Like the dude from Green Mile. Yeah, boss. That left hook is... I'm looking forward to this fight, man, because I want to see... Like, to me, Golovkin is a good fighter as well. But I seen something. I was live. I was in New York, y'all. And I seen the Daniel Jacobs fight. Canelo, to me, is more aggressive. Canelo's also a prideful person. Although he hasn't lost like Jacobs had that loss to Dimitri Perot. Canelo did lose, but he didn't lose via stoppage. So they both have one loss. And Canelo's very athletic. And there were a couple moments. Shout out to my dude from Brooklyn, Daniel Jacobs. I can't wait to see him back in the ring. But there are a couple moments where I thought he was pushing the pace on Golovkin, and it was working. Backing up Golovkin, and then he would just stop. So I think, to me, it kind of looked like Jacobs in spots was paying too much respect to Golovkin based on what Golovkin's been built up as. This dragon, this monster, this slayer of worlds. So he was like, you know what, let me not push the issue. And then he would back off, and then Golovkin, you see him start coming forward and stuff like that. But Canelo, once he gets going, he's like a little Corvette or something. Watch the James Kirkland fight. At first, it was kind of competitive. Kirkland was pushing it back. Canelo had to clinch. But once Canelo got in the zone, he started hitting him with all types of shit. All fastball, curveball, slow ball, change. It was just ridiculous. So I want to see if he can get off anything like that on Golovkin, who to me is much slower. But also, Golovkin has a great jab. I got to see how Canelo's going to get past that, being the shorter man and arguably the guy who's strong but not as strong. Golovkin can crack. So this is just a good fight, man. Canelo wants it. Golovkin wants it. And Golovkin's undefeated. So I don't think... See, I'm realistic, man. It's like, even if I'm picking a fighter, I give praise to the fight and I give praise to the fighter. I don't think it's an easy fight for either fighter, which is precisely why I even want to see it. If I thought either guy was just going to demolish the other dude without any resistance, then, I mean, who wants to see that? Who wants to pay top dollar or go to Las Vegas if you don't think it's going to be a fight? I mean, that's stupid. But Canelo's team, they took a shot at Golovkin too, subliminally. And in the video with the left hook, it says in all caps, it says Mexican fighter, comma, no Mexican style. So I like that. I like Canelo's team, the Reynosos or whoever posted that. I like that because I told y'all for the longest, Golovkin doesn't have a Mexican style to me. What he said Mexican style was, I don't believe in any race. I don't think there's a black style or American style or Mexican style or Peruvian style or Argentinian style. Like, sometimes there's similarities. Like, I've noticed similarities. A lot of fighters from Argentina can crack and they're awkward the way they throw punches and teach you to throw punches. Diego Chavez, Sergio Martinez, Lucas Batiste, Marcos Maidana. I see similarities in the awkwardness, but there's no one style. That's like American style. We know what people are talking about when they say American style, but not everyone fights like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather doesn't, to me, fight like Andre Ward. They do certain things different. You know what I mean? I think Mayweather's far more athletically inclined, and his reflexes and precision and defense is second to none. But Andre Ward is a very good fighter. Sometimes he's technical. Sometimes he'll make it a mauling fight, a dog fight, and nasty body shots. And like I said, you look at Floyd, you look at Andre Ward, you see marked differences. And James Kirkland, he's American. He fights nothing like any of them. You know what I'm saying? James Kirkland's from Texas. There's another Texas fighter who just became a champion, Errol Spence Jr. Spence Jr. and Kirkland fight nothing alike. So I don't believe in this whole Mexican style and all that, because there's Mexican fighters, Juan Manuel Marquez, Canelo, and to me, they're tactical and they're not just doing this whatever Golovkin was talking about with Mexican style, where they're coming forward with no type of, just off heart and pride and like, oh yeah, they're not really fighting like that. But there are some Mexican fighters that will do that. They lack defense. They're not really counter punchers, but they throw a volume of punch. You know what I mean? Leo Santa Cruz, he can box a bit. He showed you that in the Frampton rematch, but he doesn't fight like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really even believe in these labels, because I don't think all Miguel Vasquez is Mexican. He don't fight like Canelo. You know what I mean? And Canelo don't fight like Orlando Salido. So I don't believe it. But what they described it as is just come forward aggression. You know, Julio Cesar Chavez, Mexican style. I don't think Golovkin is even that, because every time Golovkin steps in there with a nefarious puncher, his game plan switches. You know what I mean? He steps in with the puncher and he works behind the jab. He starts to show more boxing. And that there's nothing wrong with that. It's smart. But at the same time, it's not as advertised. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this works great. And it's led him to be undefeated, but that's not what you said you were. Let's be clear. I don't care. A win is a win. If you have to dance around and pot shot, if you want to throw 40 uppercuts, if you want to throw 1,000 punches per round, if you have haymaker punching power, if you're Wilder and it might be wide punches, but you're still stretching people, then it is what it is. You're capturing the W. But the whole what they advertise Mexican style as I don't believe Golovkin even does that. I think he, you know what I mean? You don't fight 350 fights without dealing with different styles. So credit to Golovkin for knowing who to do what with. Willie Monroe is different than David Lemieux. You see the David Lemieux power. In my opinion, David Lemieux probably has the most single shot power in the division. So it's smart to work behind the jab. But I like this jab from Canelo's team. It helps build the rivalry up before September. I can't wait for the weigh-in, the press tour, the HBO specials. But they said this is a Mexican fighter. He is Mexican. This ain't no Mexican style. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is authentic taqueria. This ain't Taco Bell. You know what I mean? This is the real deal. You dealing with the real one. So I like this bravado from this machista from Canelo's team, man. And I'm looking forward to the fight. Like I said, I'm realistic. Canelo has a shot, Golovkin has a shot. That's why I want to see it. I just can state my opinion on what I think will happen. But I'm definitely going to tune in to find out what will happen. Canelo, that left hook is money. Keep working on that. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video. Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.